And welcome to
the High as Fuck podcast with your boys
Matt Jackson
and Joe. What's up, y'all? This is the High as Fuck podcast, and we're here. We're having a conversation about our favorite matches.
Yep.
Of all time.
Matches, favorite matches, things that got us.
Segments, maybe, even.
Segments too. It doesn't matter. Whatever's like big moments in our
big
life.
moments in wrestling history in our life.
In our life.
That
Not
matter to
necessarily
us.
That are, yeah, because I'm going to say some ridiculous shit tonight. Or today, whenever you. Oh, wait. I mean, it goes out in the morning, so this is morning time.
I'm going to fucking talk about shit
everybody.
That wrestlers have actually said, like.
Like and subscribe.
I'm thinking about this one particular thing that I talked about earlier that's one of my favorite matches of all time. And Mick Foley has said, like, he doesn't even like it. Like, it's, I mean, like, but it's a fucking, I mean, it's, like, he gets tired of people talking about it because it's one of the things, like, I've done all this shit throughout my career and this is all you ever talk about, right?
Yeah.
The fucking Undertaker and Mick Foley Hell in a Cell. Like, I mean, for real. Like, that is literally, like, one of the greatest moments in wrestling history. And Mick's like, I've done all this other shit. People only talk about Hell in a Cell, right?
The most iconic things happen.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, things that actually, like, to matter to us in wrestling history.
Wrestling moments that made us.
Right.
Like the TV show, toys that made us.
Right.
Movies that made us. So this is wrestling that made us.
Yeah.
This is wrestling moments that made us.
Right.
So that's probably what we're going to name this one.
Yeah. Okay. So that's cool with me.
I mean.
Our normal thing, though, of course, you know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell. Tell us what you want to see.
Yeah, go join our Wrestling Matt Facebook
or
group.
Hear us talk about, not see, whatever.
Wrestling Matt Facebook group. Go join, and I will. Me and JB War will let you in the group if you join us. Wrestling Matt Facebook. You'll notice it. It's the same logo from this channel.
The Wrestling Matt's podcast. Yeah. No, it's the Wrestling Matt podcast.
Something like that, right? Mm-hmm. It's something like that. Wrestling Matt, something like that. But anyway, you can check us out. It's got 500 people in there, so
we got wrestlers. We've got
I've got wrestlers
famous
in there.
people.
I just got hit up by a wrestler.
We've talked about it before. Sabu is on that fucking group, or he used to be. I don't know if he still is.
I think he's still a part, but he's not like active at all. Right. Our most active guy is Icon Lee.
Yeah.
So I created him on the game. So yeah. Thanks, Icon.
Also, you know, check out Orion Vapes because commercial time.
Yeah, we gotta do that. And Tap That OBX. I don't know if that was the place.
It was the Outer Banks, the bar that we went to.
It's called
with
Tap
a cigar bar and pool tables and beer. So check them out. That's pretty dope too.
It's
Tap That and OBX. It's on Kitty Hawk at the OBX.
Yeah. Your wife told me it was old, and I was like, you know what? I really don't even care. It's fucking beer. But it's okay. It's a chocolate stout. I believe that's what she said.
Yeah.
Right? Chocolate stout. It's good. So.
And they got really nice cigars. Like, check them out.
You know, anything to help a friend out. You know, she needs to get rid of the liquid in the bottle. She needs her bottle. So, I mean, anything to help a friend out. I'll drink it. No, I'm just playing. That's not why I'm drinking it. I wanted the beer.
Don't forget, because we are the High as Fuck podcast.
We are the High as Fuck
Smoke
podcast.
those clouds.
Smoke those clouds and the tumbleweeds, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, and we've got, support your local teams as well. You know, like I support my Chicago Bulls. You know,
the Carolina Tar
Go watch Asuka, the Star Wars series, Asuka.
Follow the wrestlers. Oh, we were talking about OVW in the prediction video.
That figure itch too. Go buy you a new figure.
Go watch OVW. Wrestlers.
Oh yes, watch that wrestler show. We are definitely doing a pod on that. We're not doing it tonight, but we are definitely talking about that straight.
The promoter of OVW. And that show so far And I want to point out some talent from that, like Hollywood Haley J, Sursix,
Amon,
Shira. Mahabali Shira.
He's from TNA. Jesse Goddard's from TNA.
Mr. Spectacular.
Jesse Goddard's.
You said Cyrix?
Cyrix. Gonna message him sometime.
Amon. Don't forget to check out.
Behalf of Matt was talking about he knows this guy and he can possibly get this going. Even though I can do it myself.
The fucking Reverend.
The Reverend Ronnie or something.
Reverend
right?
something.
Yeah. The chick Hollywood Haley.
I think I said that. Hollywood Haley.
I like her. She was good.
And then her mama.
Yeah,
I can't. Maria,
and he's not okay. This guy's not a part of this company, but we're gonna throw this guy in here too. You can go check out some Sin Bodhi matches.
Yeah,
because it's Halloween season coming up. Check out Sin Bodhi. That's SINNBODHI, I believe. You'll find it. You'll find him. He's creepy as fuck. Go check him out. He's got stuffed animals attached to his fucking shins. He's awesome as fuck. He was a WWE talent. He wrestled one time in that business. His name was Kazarni, and by the name Kazarni, it's kind of like circus-ish. And he was wearing makeup. He was dope looking. I loved him because I was watching that night when he debuted, and I'm just like, yes. I was like, yes chant before yes chant was cool, man. I'm like, yeah, boy, you give me this type of talent. I like this. I like the scary and the stuff, man. I like that shit. Why do you think I'm so high on that Bray Wyatt, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, that's what gets me going. And we're going to talk about some good matches with some scary people, probably.
Sometimes.
But this OVW shit was fucking phenomenal. We're definitely
the wrestlers.
We watched the
first 4 episodes, and it really is like it's a backstage look. So if you don't know
you're about
wrestling, you're about to know.
Yeah, and I just think it's really cool how we get like Al Snow. There's a lot of Al Snow time.
There is a lot of Al Snow.
Yeah. So I'm happy with that. He's one of my favorites from the Attitude.
I love Al Snow.
I love the Job Squad and him and Blue Meanie and all that stuff.
I mean, we're gonna get into that because he's one of those wrestling moments that made us. I mean, let's be real.
That much because we're not really going with our. Not going with this ain't no top 10.
No,
not a top 10.
I thought about top 10 for a second, but it's a lot.
But we'll just do because that's like I don't know. I think it'd be easier for moments that we could say made us. Say we go a little fantasy with it and say if we were a wrestler and we were sat down in an interview and someone asked us about our favorite moments that actually made us want to wrestle, these are going to be those. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be kind of attached to it. So we've got the promotion of wrestlers out there. We definitely need people watching that show because we need OVW to get some money, boy. We need OVW to get some money. They got good talent down there, good matches, they good shit. That's cinematic shit.
Really, good. Like the Amon cinematic match that they did for the pay-per-view, and they didn't name that pay-per-view that I remember on the show, but it was that match was dope.
Yeah, the cinematic thing. That was good. And you know what? I just realized earlier, and I was going to say something earlier, but I guess I forgot to even say anything earlier, but I actually remember that match. I've actually seen it. I just didn't know what I was.
Hell House of Horrors, I think is what it was called.
House of Horrors, and I was like, I didn't know because I've known who Amon is for a minute,
right?
Because anything that's
creep show,
creepy shit, I'm fucking down. So I know about all those talents. So for Halloween, we should do that. We should definitely talk about all the scariest wrestlers in history of wrestling. We'll do that. So we've got promotion of that. I'll promote Billy Stark. She's one of the up-and-coming talents that's being seen on AEW. Tony Khan ripped her away from our show. Jokingly, I'm joking. But it actually happened. I mean, now we got to go through AEW media to get her on the show. We'll probably have to do that with Vincent, too. I was trying to get Vincent. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really, really sorry. I want to apologize for that. I haven't actually publicly apologized that I'm not getting Billy Starks, or we're not getting Billy Starks at the moment. No, anything can.
We just have to try to reach out to.
Anything
AEW.
can change. Anything can change. Anything can happen. I can hit up AEW and try. Okay, Vincent is somebody else I would like to get on my show or our show, and these are people that has agreed
Right.
beforehand.
Yeah.
They didn't know that AEW was about to pick them
Right.
up for like full hand. You know, like I mean, we got Vincent and Dutch going on pay per views. So
Right.
Jay Starks has been doing some big shit. So, wow.
Yeah.
Two guys that we got, like basically, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm on the count. Like for Billy, we were on her calendar. She remembered everything. You know, she remembered, and she apologized to me. And I basically said, "No, I understand. I completely understand. This is what I wanted for you in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, because your ability at the age you are. I didn't say all that, but she knows what I'm. She knows,
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, she knows that she's being looked at heavy by some top names.
Yeah.
Wrestlers, fucking all kinds of names. So I'm gonna go ahead and promote her. Love her, fucking high on her. That chick's the next goddamn big thing. Goddamn, already the next big thing. The fuck. And the little thing she she just comes out there and does her little pose shit, and she's good. She's good. That's how good she is. Okay, all she has to do, and I'm not trying to belittle nothing or make it to where she never works or wrestles, but she could literally just go out there and do her little thing and promo or whatever. And well, at least we got our Billy Starks fix, because with CM Punk, that's how it was with CM Punk, dude. Just give me something from Punk. Just when I go see you live wrestle. No, he got put to a table. That's fucking horse shit. He had to go to the lie detector with Miz. But anyway, we're getting off topic. Anyway, so whatever. Promotions. Anything else?
Oh.
Go and get you some damn flavor stuff that changes your water to different flavors. Dude.
Yeah. Add a flavor packet to your water.
Yeah, go get you a Grimace birthday. No, they're done. I'm sorry.
So we just went to this dope ass show.
We did go see a concert.
We're going to talk about promos. We need to talk about promos.
We're definitely going to hype up this one band.
The Devil May Die.
Devil May Die DMD. God, I got footage of that. So if you want to see that at some point, I'm putting it up on Ja Freak Killer Channel.
Footage of Joe Cool in the mosh pit.
Yeah, Joe Cool. We got in a mosh pit.
I got clocked in the face with an elbow.
Yeah,
I did.
That was an awesome show. It was 3 bands instead of 4. Live in Misery dropped out or canceled, and that was the biggest band on the card. I feel like, because I looked them up and they were the biggest one. They had an actual record deal and shit. So, Slam Worldwide, actually, people. So that was kind of saddening, but we would have missed them anyway because we were there by the second band. Whoa, never mind. Yeah, we would have missed half of them. Yeah, we would have already missed half of them. So, but if they would have been, I don't know. Anyway, dope show, dude. I only drank 2 pitchers this time. I did not drink 3. But I did get me a little Voodoo Ranger. We're gonna damn plug the Voodoo Rangers. 9.5, boy, on the way home. Bam. Kicking it. It was good. And we went with Jason and we went with your wife. And it was a good night. Like,
it was fun.
Fucking fun. Joe tore it up on the dance floor. Fucking goddamn moshing and shit. And banging his body around.
I did that. I do that.
Yeah. And I'm just over there recording the whole show. I'm having fun, but
not enough people to crowd surf. And I miss crowd surfing when there's a big fucking show, but
yeah, there's things that I do at shows that I'm like, okay, like recording now. I heavily record now, like it's ridiculous, right? So people probably feel like I don't even get to enjoy it really, but I do, because I'm watching the band on my camera, like So I mean, but. Like this band that we're talking about, Devil May Die, I grew up with the lead singer. We went to grade school together. We grew up, we went to camp together. Like, we were, like, best friends and all that shit. Like, during that time, like, we're close. We're still cool. I mean, it's not as way it was, but it's definitely, we're definitely still good friends, whatever. But, Mr. Adam Walker, and then our friend, mutual friend Getty G. And then we have Stretch, which is Hunter Lee, which is Shane Milam's son. Which, if you know who Shane Milam is, or Sly, they're in Slow Burn.
And we're gonna call everybody else by name. Hold on.
And then
I gotta figure out his last name.
Nick Maddox.
Is it Maddox?
Yeah, Nick Maddox. And or Maddox. It don't really matter. I don't think he really would care if we dropped it, but and then
Nick Maddox.
And then Maddox. Yeah, Maddox. He's got a cool last name. And then Creepy. Jason Creepy Fresh. You know, they're there. And it's like, I'm supportive of these guys anyway, because I've always loved all of them. I mean, I'm kind of family.
There was a
Creepy,
dope-ass fucking guitar solo with Nick, though, that he was on the fucking... He was on the floor, dude. Like, you missed it. You went to the bathroom. It was fucking dope.
Yeah, I know. I had to go pee. I was like, man, if that motherfucker if they play one more motherfucking song, hit this button right here. And they play Faceless, and it was fucking good. Great show. I wish their cups weren't $5. Because I wanted to buy one, but my funds were pretty low on that show. I had like, I think 11 or something going into that.
Yeah. I believe so.
No. 11 plus 5, because I had that $5 bill that I started with, and then I broke into that. Yeah.
You broke into your Cash App.
Yeah, my Cash App had 11. Yeah. So, yeah, my low funds, right now, because I've been spending too much. Whatever. I did.
Well, I'm jobless, so I have no money.
Yeah, and, so, yeah. I make other things than money. I make objects and smokables and stuff. Sometimes, and then, like, I do have some things I do, but not right now. Anyway,
we're off topic.
Yeah, like and subscribe. We are the Highest Fuck Podcast.
We are the Highest Fuck Podcast with your boys.
It's just 14 minutes in.
Like,
we are good.
Comment, subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell.
We are some talkers.
Comment.
Please
tell us
something.
what you want us to watch and talk about. Because we're talking about right now are moments that made us in wrestling.
And if there's a moment that made you that you want us to watch and talk about, if it's a pay-per-view, if it's a match, whatever, I want to hear about it.
Yeah, type it. Boom, boom, boom.
Let us know.
Don't take a lot. You can type just 2 names. If it's 2-name match, just boom, boom. That's all you need to do. But definitely like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.
So we talked about a lot earlier. I want to first and foremost talk about 3 of the greatest tag teams of all fucking time.
Oh, yeah, what was that vape shop that we got to drop? The vape shop. In Southwick. Southwick Plaza, Danville, Virginia.
Southwick Tobacco and Vape.
Yeah, Tobacco and Vape, Southwick.
Southwick Plaza Tobacco and Vape? Something like that?
No, it's just in Southwick Plaza. It's called Tobacco and Vape, right?
It might be Southwick Tobacco and Vape in the Southwick Plaza. But anyway.
It's the only vape shop right beside the Little Caesars and shit over there in Danville, Virginia.
Right.
Over there near Avery.
Anybody who's in Danville, or if you're traveling through Danville, check out the Southwick Tobacco and Vape.
Yeah, Southwick. We're going to try to promote him every time on the show. And Lunar Vapes. You got to do that too, Lunar Vapes. My girl works out there. Yeah. One of my chicks, my homegirls.
All right. So
anyway,
the 3 greatest tag team, or 3 of the greatest tag teams of all time: Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and the Dudleys. Because we're starting this off because I haven't we didn't talk about it earlier, and I feel like we were remiss not to even mention it in some of the greatest moments of all time that we just in our short little conversation earlier. But TLC 1 and 2, both of them,
yeah, phenomenal. I remember the night that damn Mick Foley presented that to everybody. I was like, what the fuck? This is the best, man. Mick Foley being the commissioner. Yes. That's a moment that made us right there, man.
Mick Foley as the commissioner.
Since we're talking about that moment, because he created that match.
Fucking anything with Mick. Or if we're going to talk about Mick Foley as commissioner, I mean,
might as well. You just brought up TLC. He created the match.
Anything with Mick Foley. The fucking Mick Foley with Mr. McMahon in the fucking hospital.
Oh my God, yes. With the clown, that famous clown there. She was a real clown, too.
It's Mr. Socko.
Yeah, Mick Foley's actually, I think, friends with that woman.
Yeah.
Like in real life and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man's a Santa Claus, too.
Yeah.
Don't put nothing past him, dude.
And then if we're going to talk about McMahon in the hospital, another segment with McMahon in the hospital, fucking Stone Cold comes in as a doctor. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's definitely a moment that made us. right there. Clock!
With the bedpan just...
Yeah. I remember hearing them talk about it. Like, Stone Cold was talking about it on an interview or something. How he was like, you really want me to just hit you that hard? Like, there was something about it. It was a fucking moment, dude. But yeah, let's get back to the Mankind thing. That just made me think of Stone Cold.
Mankind.
The Mankind thing, and
who is that clown's name?
fucking yeah.
What is her name? Is it Chuckles?
Chuck. I don't even know now. I used to know, but anyway, with that moment, he did the Mr. Suckle.
Yeah, he did. Mr. Suckle.
Oh yeah. I love it when he says he's hardcore. He's hardcore. He's hardcore. I love it, dude. Mick Foley made everybody's childhood. And adulthood, dude. He's still in the back of my head as one of the greatest. You know, that was a great moment in time, you know, having him, and, you know, and then the moment when he won the belt and the world just lost their shit for that moment, you know? Because they're like, this belt's not even supposed to be on this guy. The world knew that is weird. This was definitely a ratings thing.
Right.
Like, they definitely had to have something like top WCW during that time, because WCW, McMahon had nothing else but to make Mick Foley the world champion, man. Crazy gimmick gets a world title, you know? And that's like something that's like hardly seen. Because Vince is the type of guy, no masked man's winning my world title at first. Like, back in the day, he was like, no masked men are winning the world title because my world champion shows their face. You know, they don't hide.
I was trying to find it.
Something like that. So that's why Kane basically won the belt and then lost it. That was another moment that made us. Was Kane winning the belt for the first time, and then they took it from him and made him lose it the next thing on Raw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see.
Or
we're talking about Mick Foley. So while we're talking about Mick Foley, I mentioned it earlier. Fucking Hell in a Cell with The Undertaker. We're talking about, I mean, not necessarily a match. Matt was saying it wasn't a match. It became a match like halfway through after they did the two big spots. But it was
so long, so it was like, I was like, okay, so we're gonna, I mean, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say, but like, it was two things in one, basically.
Yeah.
It was, oh my God, the man is dead. Like, twice over, right?
They have murdered Mick Foley.
Threw him off the top through the announcer's table. That spot wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, Vince said no.
Yeah, and Mick was like, told Undertaker right there, up there, like, we're doing a spot. I don't care. We're doing it. Vince will like it later. This will be a moment in time that Vince will appreciate.
Mick Foley
later.
was right. It is an iconic moment that will never be forgotten.
Like, he might be mad at me. He might be like, he might at the moment, but and the end results of it, like years down the road, it's still an iconic moment. And Mick Foley was a little bit too right. Like, wasn't you saying, like, that's the one match he's tired of hearing about?
Yeah, like, he doesn't want people to talk about, like, he asks people what their favorite Mick Foley match is, or whatever. People ask him what his favorite, and people expect him to say the fucking Hell in a Cell. But he doesn't think that is one of his biggest, his biggest accomplishments, because he was the hardcore legend before that ever fucking happened. He was like, Cactus Jack. Like,
what did I do before all that? That's the only thing you remember. But he literally did it to himself. He knew what it could potentially do, obviously, because why would he have thought about it? He was just insane, dude. He's like, I'm going to do something no one's ever done. And I'm just going to, like, go through this announcer table. It's like a boss. And then I'll have a tooth shoved in my fucking face.
Right? Fucking ridiculous.
Like, ridiculous as hell. Like, scary, man. I was scared, like, as a child, dude.
Yeah. I watched it later. Like, I don't think I saw it because at the time I was not allowed to watch the WWE because Attitude Era and all that.
What show was that on? What pay-per-view was that?
Was it
King of the Ring?
Royal Rumble?
No, I don't know.
King of the
I can't
Ring.
remember. But I know, like, that was just a moment in time. You know, pretty sure, I don't know, that match, did I get that tape traded? I think one of my friends brought that, whatever pay-per-view that was, to me the next day, and I saw it. If I'm correct about that, too, because I know I did a lot of damn tape trading. Or it was actually someone giving me tapes, but it's called tape trading. I never gave. I mean, I've given people wrestling tapes, but not this guy. What I'm talking about. I didn't have. I couldn't get Monday Night Raw, and so I couldn't watch it. And he would bring me Raw to the next day at school. So I'd go home Tuesday after schoolwork, and I would watch Monday Night Raw.
King of the Ring, 98.
I knew it was King of the Ring.
Third Hell in a Cell match in WWE history.
Yeah, I knew it was King of the Ring. Look at your boy.
Only the third Hell in a Cell match in WWE history, and Mick Foley got thrown off the fucking top of the cage. Like, It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
And then you talked about, kind of transitioning from that, because we're talking about Hell in a Cell. The wrestling moment, one of the wrestling moments that made you with the 8-man match in the Hell in a Cell.
Armageddon. That was a good match. Because Rikishi gets choke slammed off the top.
Into the fucking
Kurt
truck
Angle pisses
bed.
me off because he wins. The Rock's in it. I totally forgot about that earlier when we were talking about it. The Rock was in it. Kurt Angle. Undertaker. Rikishi was the weird one being in it, but at that time, I was like, wow, they're putting Rikishi in it. And I was a child. I was just like, wow, Rikishi's in this. This is dope. I was a big fan of Rikishi. But, yeah, and The Rock and Triple H, I believe. Yeah, Triple H was in it, too. The big names of that time.
Right.
I was filled with big names. And as a child, I'm sitting here looking at Rikishi being in it, and I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. Like,
not one of the names that
Rikishi,
would
because
think,
like I just
that
said,
you would think go into
I was
fucking
a big fan of
Hell in a
Rikishi.
Cell with The Undertaker, The Rock, and Kurt Angle. Like, not...
Yeah, it's weird, but they put him at the top of the list, like with the rest of the big guys, and that impressed the fuck out of me. Because as a kid, too, and I was like, yeah, this is dope. WWE's doing some good shit. Got Rikishi, because now they're bringing Rikishi up to do big storylines with Undertaker and shit, and all these other storylines, and he hit that man, and like, it was good shit. Rikishi, I was high on Rikishi, dude. As a kid, I loved that man. I loved him. I bought his first figure. I was happier than I was the happiest kid that day. And I finally got to buy his figure.
Yeah.
I was happy. I think it was Rikishi and Kurt Angle at the same time.
I want to say, like, the number one thing probably in my life that made me want to be a professional wrestler. Like, we talk about the number one thing that made you want to be a professional wrestler. If somebody was to ask you that question, I honestly think the formation of the NWO with Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan was probably my moment where I was like, that's what I want to do. Like, I would love to do that. If I had to say, like, one classic moment that really made wrestling, like...
I think it was anything with the Hardys.
I want to be able to turn people on a dime and make them throw trash in the... Like, I want to piss people off so much.
Oh, man. You'd make a good heel. You would. I think you would. I think anybody could make a really good heel if you really just tried. You know, man. I don't know. But yeah, the Hardys. I think definitely not like getting. Well, I don't even know, man. Getting speared from the top, hanging from that shit.
Oh my god!
Like, yo,
TLC, dude. I talked about it earlier.
How
like,
perfect Edge did that. Yeah. They both worked together with that, but you can never really tell how you're going to fall. And Jeff was...
That was brutal.
This way, but he didn't go to his feet. He literally...
He took the back bump straight from the fucking
timing
belt. Like, it was ridiculous.
Timing, man. less on anything. If that move was done wrong, understand that Jeff
Could have been paralyzed.
could have flipped too much this way and landed straight on his head
Yeah.
from there. So he could have went down a different way.
Either broke his neck and died or been paralyzed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean...
Either way, and we're kind of lucky he never broke none. He didn't break nothing in wrestling. He broke it doing motocross and shit. Doing this little... He's got a whole track out back at his house and shit. And he drives motorcycle shit. That's at that time. Never broke a bone in wrestling, though. Crazy shit happened in that match, dude, yo. I mean... But also, like... You know... I don't know. I guess I always wanted to be a wrestler.
Ravens flock, too, like...
I always wanted to be a wrestler when I was a kid.
Like Billy
Kidman.
Watching
Undertaker.
Looking
and
at
stuff
Billy
too,
Kidman, I felt like...
know. The Hardy Boys,
like,
what the Hardy Boys did. What?
Yeah, like, looking at Billy Kidman, I, like, thought, okay, this guy in Ravens flock, you know, I'm like, this guy could... He's about my... I mean, he's probably huge, actually. But, like, in my head, when I was a kid at the time, I was like, maybe I'll be about that size when I get older. Yeah. Right? He's small compared to everybody else, but he's probably actually still a really big guy in general.
Yeah.
But I was like, I could do a shooting star splash off the fucking top rope. Like, I could do that shit. Like, Billy Kidman... was another inspiration, and I don't talk about him very often, but he was like just the 7-year itch, everything he did with Raven's Flock was like just.
Yeah, I like the Raven's Flock. I love Raven anyway. I'm one of his biggest fans.
Perry Saturn too. Like, oh my god,
Perry Saturn is good. I love him. Like, he's one of my favorites. When he did the mop thing, everybody hated it. I loved it. I thought it was like some of his best stuff. Hate me. Fucking spam fucking hate mail. I don't care. I love the moppy thing. I just like weird stuff, man. And I didn't think it was like that fucking over the top. I mean, we already had Head talking.
I was gonna say fucking Al Snow talking to a head.
And then he had a funeral for a fucking deer head. So yeah.
Fighting a hardcore match and letting the head win the hardcore title.
Yeah. And then we had, you know, that old woman birth a hand. So those are moments that
did you just
I wanted to be funny with it. We're an old lady in a sense we in a sense it you know, if you look at it that way, it was an old lady birth then. I'm kind of giving you I know her name, but
no, I know, and I'm upset at you because you're talking shit about her.
No, I'm just saying we did have a woman,
and you know how mad I get when we talk when WWE treated her like garbage, like they did.
That. That's what I'm saying. We had stupid shit.
Fucking Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we had some dumb shit. She birthed the fucking hand. It was dumb.
She fucking
from having sex with Mark Henry, dude.
She made Eric Bischoff eat her pussy on live TV, dude.
Yeah. Wasn't that hand white, too?
The Poo-Tang pie eating contest from The Rock and the fucking Bronco Buster on Eric Bischoff in a fucking thong, I think. Like, for real.
Since we're talking about thongs and we just said Rikishi's name. We're talking about Rikishi fucking burying Stephanie's fucking face. All you saw was hair. And a body coming out of his ass, and it looked like he was shitting her out. That's how far her face was in her. You know how little her head is at this time? I mean, I guess it's basically the same size now, but I mean, she was a little bit smaller then.
Yeah, she was.
And you lost her all her head was gone. It just looked like, damn, Rikishi took a shit in the corner and he shit a person out. Because her face was in there, dude.
Oh my god!
I wonder who paid her to do that.
Let alone you talk about. Oh my god! I just thought about something.
Oh, that's Vince paying his daughter. It's like, hey, daughter, will you let Rikishi shove his asshole on your face
after he just took a shit? After he just took a shit.
Yeah, his ritual of taking a shit. And daughter, let me emphasize daughter.
We're talking about Vince.
Well, yeah.
And ridiculous moments in wrestling history at this point now.
Sorry.
The Kiss My Ass Club.
Oh, yeah, William Regal kissing his ass.
Fucking JR kissing his ass.
These are kind of moments that made us. They're in moments. They're moments.
No,
that,
I know.
If we're remembering it, it's a moment in time that we had.
It made an impact. Yeah. Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club was probably one of the best gimmicks.
Would you join that club?
No, I wouldn't.
You'd get fired.
I would. Kayfabe storyline? Fuck yeah. And then I'd come back 6 months later and fucking start fighting for a title. Like,
I don't know, man.
and then JR fucking got set on fire. That made me, thinking about JR kissing Vince McMahon ass made me think about JR, and then Kane setting JR on fire.
Oh my god, Kane set him on fire, yeah. He set him on fire because he had no reasons why. Manson lyrics bleeding in here.
That was right after he unmasked, I think, when he set him on fire.
No, I thought it was before. I thought he had a mask on when he did
Really?
that. No, I don't
think so.
I don't know either. But that was a moment in time. That was a moment that made us too.
And then you fucking hear JR just screaming, caterwauling about just being on fire. I mean, like, he's just like, ah!
Yeah, and then when Eric Bischoff had Kane demask.
Yeah.
I mean, it ended up working out. I mean, guess what came out of that? People hate it, but guess what came out of that? Kane got 2 movies. See No Evil.
I know.
Okay? So, he got 2 great movies out of it. Those movies are fucking amazing. I fucking love those movies. They're fucking good.
I mean, they're alright. They're Kane like any other slasher.
They said
flick.
they didn't put any really makeup on them. They didn't have to do much to
them.
them.
Slasher murder.
That's why they wanted them.
All it was.
They didn't have to do much to them. Now, do you think they would have picked them up with seeing him in a mask and never seeing his face to typecast him as this serial killer? Because they didn't put a mask on the dude.
Right.
You know? I'm surprised they'd never cast or wanted to work with Bray Wyatt and making a movie about a creepy
they probably would
like
have
the Fiend movie
if he had had enough longevity.
Yeah, that is what I really wanted. I wanted a full-length movie of all this stuff that he had. All that stuff. All these characters in the movie and have like this whole full-ass thing. I dreamed about it. Thought about it because it was so interesting and deep, and I love the Funhouse characters, Rambling Rabbit, my baby, and then you got Buzzard. He's cool, and he was named after Waylon. Anyway, greatest moments like that. Yeah, Bray Wyatt stuff. That's fucking. Since we're talking about him, I mean, damn.
The Firefly Funhouse match with John Cena was. It was wild and it was weird, and it was the first time I had ever seen a cinematic match. But it was dope.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I did.
The throwbacks to the NWO,
all
stuff,
that, and then the thugonomic shit
Yeah.
and all that shit. It was kind of like the Hardy Boys match where Matt pushes, goes in that water, the lake of whatever, and comes back as the old gimmicks. So I liked that a lot. And, well, thanks to Matt Hardy and y'all stealing
And the Fiend with Braun Strowman in the swamp.
Yeah.
That match.
Yeah, a lot of people talk shit about that.
I mean, I like that match.
I liked it because it has all this creepy shit to it. And it's cinematic.
Right.
And, I mean, wrestling's not fine.
Now we're in cinematic matches. AJ Styles and The Undertaker in the Boneyard match, dude.
That match was great. That was cool. I like that. Undertaker hurt his hand for that. Like, split it open. Punched in the window.
I mean,
or broke
we could sit here all night
talking about Undertaker.
and just talk about Undertaker for moments that made us. Or Cactus, or...
There's quite a few people. But, like, what about Kane ripping the fucking door off the cell? When he first debuted.
Yeah, when he
that
first
was his debut. And they're like, that's Kane! That's Kane!
Who was Undertaker in a match with that night?
He's in the Hell in a Cell, dude.
I know, but who was he in Hell in a Cell with that night?
Dude? The dude. This dude. Had to been a dude. Because WWE don't do women versus men, so it was definitely a dude. Hey, I'm right. I'm definitely right.
You were right. It's
Y'all
a
let
man.
me know in the comments if I'm right.
Correct. It is a man.
If Undertaker faced a dude in a Hell in a Cell when Kane, another dude, entered the ring.
Or Kane.
Undertaker versus Boo Boo. And you know, Undertaker's one of his first names, they were going to call him Kane the Undertaker. So, Undertaker was essentially going to be called Kane the Undertaker, which is kind of ridiculous. But his name would have been Kane, and he was the Undertaker. Like, Kane the Undertaker. That type of... To where, like, it was just weird. Okay. That was weird. But yeah, that's just something right there, man. He just, like, walks down, like...
In Your House, Bad Blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Who was he fighting, though?
Great moment in time.
Shawn
guys.
Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, that's right. Shawn Michaels and
First
Undertaker.
ever Hell in a Cell.
Now, that's what.
At
okay.
Bad Blood in Your
Why the hell? What the hell is going on tonight? Okay.
In Your House, Bad
Smoking
Blood,
on
Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Kane debuts and rips the cell off the door. Tombstones Undertaker and costs him the victory against Shawn Michaels, right? Shawn Michaels.
Why are we doing this? This is ridiculous. Why are we not remembering it good? This is not good. It's the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels for the first time in Hell in a Cell. You know? Shawn Michaels is in the first of everything except for the TLC match. He's in the first ever elimination.
Cost his brother a match by delivering the tombstone. Yeah, he tombstone Undertaker, and then
Shawn was able to
Michaels
beat
won.
Undertaker in his match. That was a moment right there, man. That moment when fucking, I'm gonna go ahead and get that out the way. Psycho Sid, when he jumped off the top rope and did that type of kick, the punt kick or front kick, like the bro kick, right? And he came down and he landed on that leg and that bone popped out of his body, like his front. But I just wanted to throw that in there because that had been a moment for somebody's childhood.
Brian Pillman and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, the pulling of the gun and shit, and then Brian Pillman's in his house, like, looks like he's just like he's been up all night smoking meth. That's what it kind of come off now. Now it comes off like that, but back then I'm just like, this motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah,
he's
going crazy. Yeah.
But so he's just like paranoid and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that. To nowadays, I'd be like, closer to like, damn,
motherfucking lost his
drugs.
mind.
Yeah.
Like, he's fucking crazy.
Like, he's been up all night,
yeah,
so to speak. And just thinking about Stone Cold, whatever. And then Stone Cold busts up in his goddamn house, and he got a gun and shit, and it's just fucking crazy, dude. That was a
all right, moment. So we're going to talk about a dark...
Shawn Michaels throwing goddamn Marty Jannetty through the fucking window. Ruined my childhood.
We're going to talk about a dark moment in WWE history. Well, not WWE history. In our whole lives.
Oh, the big moment? Owen Hart?
No, just in our whole lives. COVID. Like, everybody's life. COVID was a dark moment in life, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then we had the decimation of fans and professional wrestling. And we know how important the fans are.
Yeah.
To professional wrestling. But WWE still carrying on doing weekly shows and pay-per-views even without audience, right? And we had the Performance Center.
Mm-hmm.
The Money in the Bank pay-per-view at the Performance Center where they climbed the whole fucking Performance Center.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
That whole match was wild.
Yeah. It was like the match that we didn't think we needed, but when we got it, it was like, it was different, and it was kind of...
the finish of it for the men's Money in the Bank that year pissed me off because AJ won it, and then he dropped it, and Otis caught it. So the booking on that match made me mad, but...
Yeah, because...
the whole match itself, like the interaction with AJ and The Undertaker...
Because wasn't Ray in that?
Yeah, I think so. They were, and then they were wrestling through the Performance Center. They busted into Vince McMahon's office, and he's just sitting at his desk, and they're like wrestling in Vince McMahon's office.
Yeah. And Shinsuke was in it too.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
The women's Money in the Bank, I think, was
Asuka
that the year
won.
Asuka? Yeah, Asuka won that.
it. Yeah, I definitely remember that was a moment in my time because I love Asuka. I was going for her, I think, the whole time.
Yeah.
She's my favorite.
And then,
One of them.
of course, we talk about dark moments.
And
We've
it's
got to talk about. You mentioned it earlier.
Yeah,
Owen Hart.
it's just a weird match though. Going up at the like not the Performance Center, it was the headquarters.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Headquarters. Yeah.
I thought they were at the Performance Center because they did most of their stuff.
There was
in
some
the
stuff
Performance
done
Center.
in Performance Center.
Oh,
some crazy shit happened in the Performance Center.
Randy Orton and Edge in the Performance Center. They beat the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, they did.
All over that building.
Yeah, I think that's one of the moments I was trying
Fucking
to mention, yeah.
Randy Orton DDT'd Edge on top of like a truck. It was fucking
moments like
wild.
that was like, okay, so since we're talking like that, we can go Al Snow Hardcore Holly, and that hardcore match goes all the way out to the water.
right. I had forgotten about that, dude.
That was a moment for me as a
That was
child,
a
'cause I saw
crazy
that.
match too.
Yeah, that was a WrestleMania. I saw that on a tape trade, probably. Yeah. Kid brought it to me to school.
And of course, talking about Head and Al Snow, fucking, I mentioned it earlier, but just everything he did with Head was
Amazing. Fucking great, dude. His merchandising was good. People were actually buying his shit. Like, he was household name. Al Snow, the guy that talks to a fucking head. And he got it from something. He got it from some type of disease.
Oh yeah, it's like
It's a real thing.
he was watching a paranoid schizophrenic on TV,
Yeah.
and it was. I feel like the lady
She wore
had
something in
like
her
something
eyes.
on her face.
Yeah.
And then that gave him the gimmick of Head. So then he grabbed a mannequin head and like started promoting himself as a paranoid schizophrenic that was talking to Head.
Yes. And it's kind of crazy how he took something from pretty dark. That video was kind of creepy.
I don't really
Kinda
like
offsetting in a way.
very-
It was cool.
It was
But it
short,
was still
a
weird.
short clip on the OVW
Mm-hmm.
show that I don't really remember, but
Yeah.
when he was talking about that.
Yeah.
But talking about that,
But that was a pretty cool idea, though.
Yeah.
Hey, let's watch something. Let's actually dive into this.
research is what he was doing. Like
Yeah.
he was in depth.
And then
research.
the mannequin head would help me backwards. That's fucking crazy as fuck, dude. And it was on his forehead, too. He, like, talked to Head as if she was talking back.
Mhm.
Okay? Yeah. I loved it. So, that was straight up my shit, dude. I loved it. Fuck, I was, like, head over heels with that guy, dude. I loved Al Snow, dude.
Let's see.
I always wanted that damn Job Squad shirt with the baby on it. I wonder whose baby that was. Or was that Al Snow as a baby? That would be cool. Oh, I loved it.
Okay, so now
Give me all that.
we talk about the dark
But
moments in
the
history.
person behind it is what matters. The
And-
person behind the gimmick.
We fucking have to talk about Owen Hart. Like
Owen
you
Hart.
mentioned
That was a
earlier.
moment in time, man.
It was.
Because he was young as hell. I didn't like him. I mean, of course, I was a kid. He was a heel most of the time. And I call him a nugget and all this stuff because he said, I'm not a nugget. I always thought that was funny. But I really loved his gear. The yellow gear. Holy shit. Nice gear, dude. Oh, man. I think that's the Owen Hart that I like. Is when he was wearing that gear. Because, yeah. Great moments. Because that was the gear that actually went really good with him.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, God, it was so good. Anyway.
And then of course.
The Blue
Hold on.
Falcon thing or the Blue...
Hold on. I gotta do something.
Yeah, the Blue Falcon deal where he wore a mask and it came down from all that stupid gimmick shit he was doing. I wish they never made him do that because it was just dumb in the first place. So you're like risking actually a legend already because I was pretty sure he was on that road of legendary shit. So he's a legend. He's Bret Hart's brother. All right, so
We
at this
got to a
moment-
segment where we're talking about dark moments in history, and we would be remiss after discussing Owen Hart, talking about him, to not mention wrestlers who have passed.
Yeah.
People that we have loved, that we have lost, and that we have cared about.
Yeah, because we did lose 2 recent ones.
And in memory of all
All who have died.
of the professional wrestlers, our brothers and sisters who have died in the business, I wanted to do the 10 bell salute.
So at this moment, we're going to do a 10 mil.
We're gonna have at this moment. We're gonna have a moment of silence, and there will be a 10 bell salute.
You can like and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. For Bray
I'm glad
Wyatt,
y'all were over at that moment.
for Owen Hart, for everyone that we
Terry.
have ever cared about, Terry Funk, Bray Wyatt, the Junkyard Dog, Owen Hart. I would be remiss, like, I'm not going to be able to name everybody
No.
that's ever died. It's impossible, but
George Animal Steel,
rest in peace.
Luke Harper. I mean, Brady Lee.
We love you all, and we appreciate everything that you've done to the business.
But those are moments that make us.
Yeah.
Even as dark as they can be, it's still a moment that, defines you, makes you whatever. Bray Wyatt dying hit me, like, pretty bad. I'm still not 100% good, but I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I know it happens, you know what I'm saying? But, he's still here because I can get on my phone. I look, I click it. I see my children first. Then I swipe. And then my wallpaper is The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, the Funhouse guy. Like, all these little things. This dope picture I got of, like, it's really just dope. And, and I got it on the other phone. This phone that we're recording on. As soon as you turn it on, you see Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
He's right there. So, yeah, so I've still got that. But, yeah. So just know that at any moment, things can happen.
Yeah.
And so we need to love each other.
We need to love the people we love, and we need
we
to
need
tell them every day, every time we see them, every time we're
I'm
able to tell
constantly
them.
saying I love you, man. I am constantly saying those words, man. And this is way before anybody, well, of course, people's died in my life, but, I know I just constantly have to say it, not in a way that I'm forced to, but, you never know when the next time you're going to be able to say, I love you to your friend, your best friend. Doesn't matter who it is.
Never hang up the phone in anger. Tell them you love them before you leave.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel.
Yep.
Because
Be nice to
ultimately,
each
those
other.
people that you care about,
They're
not going to be around forever.
Yeah, we all have an expiration date.
Yeah.
And we just don't know which one it is. We don't know what it is. I'll be taking it, But anyway, so we are
Moments that made us.
Yeah, moments that made us.
Okay, so I would be remiss talking about moments that made us to not talk about probably my favorite professional wrestler of all time in Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And just Mr. WrestleMania. I mean, I can't, the main event, Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels.
Bret Hart?
I mean, the Montreal screw job. Of course, it sucks. But, all the superlatives that WWE has given Shawn Michaels, I personally, he's been given a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Mr. WrestleMania, Mr. Money, Mr. Main Event, whatever, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And none of those, or not none of them, even those don't, to me, do justice to the wrestler and the entertainer that Shawn Michaels was. Call him who you want, call him the Montreal Screwjob, and call him an asshole, sure, but...
Dick Wad. Fame junkie.
Fucking McMahon did that shit.
McMahon dick sucker.
McMahon did the Montreal screw job. Shawn Michaels just was following orders.
Yeah, but he still was an asshole at Bret Hart backstage. I believe Bret Hart. You know why? He's the man. What? There's a moment it made it.
Eh?
Because I still haven't let it down. I still ain't let it down. But
It's a moment you'll never forget. Nobody will ever forget.
oh yeah, definitely. Moment you
Well,
never forget.
hold on.
Means a lot.
Unless it's a wrestling fan who's never heard of it. Like a young fan who doesn't know at all what we're talking about.
Well,
They won't remember it.
Well, then guess what they got to go get? Peacock. Get
The
your Peacock.
WWE Network.
It's on there. WWE Network is on there.
Watch
freely.
the Montreal screw job.
Pay-per-views. You got old stuff. ECW, WCW, fucking WCCW. They got everything on there. They own so many territories. They own so many companies. are on there.
WWWF.
Yeah, all that's on there. All kinds of companies on there. Like Smoky Mountain on there. They got
Well, they
fucking-
used to be. I don't know if with
They
Peacock
got-
they
they
still
got-
have all this shit.
They got newer indie companies on there too. They got indie companies on there. They bought indie companies. They've bought who is it? I think they were trying to get Ring of Honors at one point. They wanted to get their whole library, the catalog, or whatever. Everything.
Of course.
Own everything. But they own, what is that company? Man, I like it. Man, whatever. It's an indie company that they actually got. The fuck is it? Oh, I know what it is, man. It's on the tip of my tongue. But it's yeah. Anyway,
FTW?
no. Fuck the world.
No, like there was a Florida something wrestling that.
Oh,
they
that's
owned.
Florida Championship. But there is an FTW there, to be honest. There is one. It was a Japanese guy that owned it. Can't remember what it was called. Make the words mean. But there is FCW. There's
They had a developmental talent something. Florida something.
yeah, Florida Championship Wrestling. They have that on there. Like, there's a lot of stuff on the Peacock. So just we segued into the Peacock. You know what I'm saying? Get it. Watch the old stuff. I don't know how. I know it's 18 and up on this show. So anybody that's 18 hasn't seen like fucking.
Well, on this episode, because I said pussy earlier.
Yeah, our shit's definitely on the no
Not
kids.
always. If we fucking say, you said before you didn't always set it on no kids.
I mean, it just depends.
Yeah.
If it's something fun, then because when you set it, when you make it to where kids can see it, it's the kids that have kids YouTube kids can watch it. So I have to be careful with that.
Right.
You know,
So
I
you
don't
said
want-
some episodes are okay,
Yeah,
but
because I don't want everything to be on, like being able to be available for that one. 'Cause, I mean, I know they'll probably make it to where it won't eventually, but whatever. I don't know how YouTube really works sometimes, but yeah, I know they take off bad comments. So if someone typed like "you dick fucking wad" in a comment, YouTube would remove it.
I feel like they probably would, even if we didn't put age restriction on it, if it said
It's just during live, I can't.
P word, that they would fucking.
I had to get James to go on. Oh, you did. Somebody went on while I was online live, and you.
We were live and I was fucking talking or checking the chat and I was kicking people out.
kick-
Yeah.
So I would definitely have to moderator on the YouTube lives and stuff like that. But on normal videos like this, that's probably whatever. So these moments that we have in time, are
Moments that made us.
in wrestling.
Then, now,
Hogan
forever.
ripping his shirt
I mean, Hogan and Rock.
when I was a kid. That was a moment.
Hogan and Rock.
Yeah. Oh, we're going into WrestleMania 18. WrestleMania 18.
Is that Hogan and Rock? I mean, that. You talk about fucking.
Stone Cold.
One of the
Scott Hall,
greatest moments in history.
Maven and fucking Goldust. Hardcore match that was like really short, but just ended up taking in each little tiny segment once they went in the ring doing
All throughout the whole night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just, it was awesome, man.
What else was on the card that night? Hardcore match. Hogan and Rock.
Yeah, it was Stone Cold Scott Hall,
Stone Cold Scott Hall.
Jericho, Triple H, Undisputed Title, Undertaker. WrestleMania 18, Undertaker. Shit, was it Kane? No. Yeah. I'm gonna think about that one. I know that they had the 2 fatal 4-way tag team matches. A lot of people.
There was probably a Money in the Bank because I feel like back then they were still doing Money in the Bank on WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 18. Money in the Bank didn't happen until.
It didn't start till later. Okay.
What else was on there? TLC, man.
Was TLC on there?
WrestleMania 18.
Is it the first one or the second one?
Second one.
Mm.
First one's the 17.
Mm.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, man, fuck. Oh, DDP Christian.
Ooh.
That was a good one.
That
I
would
like
be a
that.
good one.
Oh, the whole show started off with fucking Rob Van Dam and William.
I mean, I
Regal.
watched it with you. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we definitely watched
Yeah.
it. That's my favorite WrestleMania of all time. Hate me or love me for it, but WrestleMania 18 is one of the best ones. And yes, I was kid-ish at that time. I can't remember. It was a tape trade too. Kid brought it to me the next day, and just what I saw on that tape was amazing. And I watched it again after I watched it the first time. I rewinded it.
I want to
watched
say
it again.
my first
Drowning Pool plays. Dude.
my first live pay-per-view WrestleMania. I want to say was.
When you have fucking Drowning Pool on the card.
I want to say my
Playing.
first live WrestleMania after I was able to start watching it when I got older was 20. I
20?
think that was my first one.
I've seen 20 live. I was there on TV, you know.
I mean, yeah, on pay-per-view.
And then I went to WrestleMania 30.
When
You
I
went
I
to-
started buying WrestleMania every year after 20 for my birthday. Like, that was my birthday gift from my parents for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We started, my family, Mom, Chris, Mom and my pops and, you know, whatever. And we had WrestleMania parties.
So
Man,
it started being
definitely don't have one
because
here
I
this
mean
year, I guess.
Mania is always around about like close to my birthday, either the week before, the week after, or like right on
In
my
April?
birthday. Like, because I'm I'm March 31st, so I'm right at the end of March,
No,
beginning of
WrestleMania's in
April.
April now.
Well, it used to be like they would do it like it fluctuated weeks, you know. So like right after my birthday, sometimes it'd be on like April, like early April, and it
Yeah.
would be right after my birthday. So we would just celebrate my birthday the week after, and we would watch WrestleMania.
Now it's just been really close to the kids' birthdays since it happened that first year. It was literally on their birthday. And I'm there. It was cool. They were babies, so
Yeah,
and they had a fucking house full of kids to play with, so they were not. They missed me, but they were good. You know what I'm saying? Moments in life. As a moment in my life that I couldn't pass up.
the opportunity
saying?
to go to WrestleMania 27, like, and watch Undertaker, and I say watch very loosely because I couldn't see anything
I mean,
because
that
they
was
were
nosebleed.
ants.
But
But
nosebleed, but I went and I didn't care.
I felt like I was in
we
a
were there. We were a
fucking
part of
airplane and people were walking around on the bottom of the ground and I couldn't see anything. But, you know, we were there, like you said, and I could see it on the Jumbotron. So,
something. Yeah, okay, so you remember that on WrestleMania 30 when the whole crowd was yesing? This is the moment. I didn't care where I sat. I was a part of that movement.
well, like
Those moments.
the Undertaker's-
You're in the crowd.
the
and you're a
Undertaker's
part of
entrance
the whole world, and the
at-
whole world's seeing it at home.
anytime you go and are at a live event and the Undertaker comes into the arena, the Undertaker's entrance is that moment where it doesn't matter where the fuck you are. Because
Yeah.
Armageddon, I was 8 rows back from ringside,
Yeah.
like at that pay-per-view. That's where I got those special seats.
Yeah.
And then at WrestleMania 27, I was in the fucking rafters, basically. But it doesn't matter.
No, it didn't.
When the Undertaker's music, the gong hits, and the lights, like, it doesn't matter.
I was 8 rows back at Raw,
Yeah.
you know, but not where special. They don't have special seats for that. But I was like behind the announcer's table, some ways back, and I felt the flames of Kane.
Yeah. The
Fucking
flames
fire.
of Kane's fire in the Inferno match with MVP. Like, the whole
you
time.
got to see that.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, you got to see that.
I got to see.
I can't remember if it was Mercury or Johnny Nitro when they were in
Mercury.
it was Joey Mercury, you're right, in the ladder match, and somebody seesawed the ladder and smacked Joey Mercury in the face, and as soon as it hit him in the face, just blood.
Fucking face exploded.
Yeah.
Jeff did not mean to do that. Although that was kind of risky anyway. You should
brutal.
That's risky, man. Fuck, dude. Didn't put your hands up fast enough, dog.
Mr. Kennedy's last ride.
Oh, you got to see that too. That was cool. Well, I got to see
I feel
Bray
like I got to
Wyatt
see a
and
diva.
John Cena.
A diva bikini contest, I feel
Oh,
like.
the one. The
or
diva
Santa's
thing?
helper bikini contest or lingerie
Something like
match
that.
or something.
Was it the Playboy one?
Mm,
I feel like it was the Playboy.
It was just a bunch of
lingerie,
divas, and Teddy Long was there, and it was around Christmas time, and he came out and he's like, "Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, WWE! We're gonna have a divas lingerie match or some shit like that."
Okay, I think so. I think I remember that. But I got to see a big ass match with a bunch of divas in it. I think AJ Lee was in it. So I think it was AJ Lee was in it. I don't know. Anyway, that was a moment too. Just being at WrestleMania, that's a moment in time right there, man. Like,
yeah,
seeing Undertaker's last ride, basically, like in his career of his streak. You know, it's like the last of his streak.
Well, that is wild. You got to see Brock Lesnar beat the Undertaker,
and the whole crowd was just like, "What the fuck? That did not just happen." No one believed it.
I can't.
Paul Heyman's face on the screen. I was looking at the screen mostly because fucking rafters too. But I wasn't the last row at the top. I was a couple rows down from the top. I was only like 3 or 4 rows down from the top.
Right.
Okay, so I'm still up there. But anyway. Well, yeah, the Undertaker thing was so fucking weird. The moment of the yes chance was fucking amazing. I'm just looking beside myself going, oh my God, I'm having that moment that I've been seeing on TV where everybody's yesing together and we're a unit for one fucking man, okay? And that for me was just as good as just, you know, all the matches, you know, just that moment of being a part of that. The Fireflies that night. I was a Firefly that night. Okay, so shit like that just is fucking dope.
Oh,
I don't care where I was sitting.
Oh,
I
my
fucking
God.
pulled my phone out and Fireflied. Okay, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Dude, I've talked about this before
It was a
to
moment,
you.
bro.
Maybe not on the show.
Oh, I'm marked out, dude.
But we were at a house show when I was a kid, still watching WCW, so I was young as fuck.
Yeah.
We were at a house show. I think it was it was Giant at the time, and Hogan had a match, and he was still carrying the NWO title at the time. And the Giant, I hardly remember the card. It was I don't really remember. But Paul White exited the arena from underneath because the parking garage was underneath the arena where the wrestlers went to go wherever so that none of the fans, they wouldn't be getting out of their cars. Yeah. And
definitely
Paul White was coming out from the parking garage in a Cadillac. You know how big a Cadillac is. They're huge.
Yeah, they're huge. He's huge.
He was bent over the steering wheel, hunched over the steering wheel. His back, shoulders, the top, of his neck was touching the ceiling. It was fucking ridiculous.
I've seen him in a car before. That shit's wild.
Just fucking crazy.
So I know the visual of that. That is probably the craziest thing. It's like a clown car, filled with a bunch of clowns. Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Fucking Paul White, he's so big. It's fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So how'd you
I
like the mannequin?
don't feel bad.
Did you feel weird taking a pee with the mannequin?
I've peed 3 times since I've been here.
Well, does it feel weird peeing with a mannequin in the bathroom?
Not to me.
Folks, I have a mannequin that is in my bathroom, bro. It's not
She is
even
staring
because
at
of
you
how
while you pee.
Yeah. It's not even because of Halloween. I love mannequins. I got clothes on her.
She does
So,
have clothes.
I do
She's
have
not a naked.
I do have a kid, but I do like mannequins for some weird fucking reason. And then I got a baby's head on the top of it, so it looks even more creepier.
Fucking that moment.
She's wearing a heart or some body part.
Talking about moments that define us. When you're a child and you see this giant ass man.
Yeah. Sitting in
this giant ass car. And you just can't even fit inside of it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like a car full of clowns.
And I love fucking Hulk Hogan. So seeing that match,
car full of fat bitches.
fucking Paul White and Hulk Hogan with the NWO title, Hollywood Hogan.
Oh, since I just said those lyrics that I was singing over here. ICP, Insane Clown Posse, being a part of the wrestling companies.
Backyard wrestling.
They started from that. Violent J's always wrestled. He was wrestling without makeup.
Wasn't
as
Backyard
a sergeant guy? Yeah, Backyard Wrestling's theirs.
Or their original though?
Well, the game's called Backyard Wrestling.
Yeah.
But their company's called JCW, which is Juggalo Championship Wrestling, not to get mixed up with Jersey Championship Wrestling, which is actually a thing too. That's where Billy Stark wrestles. That's where I know her from, and Steve Scott, and all these other guys. Anyway, so
JCW. You've talked about that before. That's
Jersey Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay. Or ICP too. That's Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Championship. Yeah. So Juggalo Championship Wrestling is what.
You said Violent J has been
wrestling way before ICP.
Before he was ICP. No makeup. He was just like a GI, basically.
Yeah, he wrestled on the same card as Sabu.
Okay.
As the Elephant Boy.
Like in ECW?
No, it was another company. Sabu was the Elephant Boy for a while. And, either tagged with Sabu or just was on the same card or wrestled Sabu. It was something to do with Sabu because him and Sabu were actually friends in real life.
So if he didn't have the makeup,
he was
did he still have spiky blonde hair?
He had short blonde spiky shit or whatever. He was like sergeantish, so he had like this whole army gear thing. So, but that's like his early days.
Oh, we would be
remiss.
I mean, honestly, we talked about him recently because we talked about the the brothers talking about clowns. The Brothers of Funstruction.
Oh yeah, the Brothers of Funstruction. Damn,
we talked about
and Violent J is their manager. He was the manager that one night.
I'm talking about the guy. Shit.
Doink?
His name is blanking me now.
Gusto?
No, the guy that you were talking about when we were talking about the Brothers of Funstruction.
The tag team?
Yeah, but we were talking about something.
Echo Wolf, Vampiro.
Vampiro, that's what we were talking about. Vampiro was dope.
Yeah. Vampiro actually looks really phenomenal right now. I'm really impressed with his body transformation.
I haven't seen him. Well, I saw him that one time. I think he might have been either with the Brothers of Funstruction or with one of the Brothers of Funstruction in a match that we watched sometime, or against.
I know Violent J came out with the Funstruction guys, and Vampiro came out with Mecha Wolf, and Bestia 666. So I think he just
that was the whole gimmick of the matches was tag team, right?
Yeah, and Vampiro was their manager, of course, that's his group, and then Violent J came out with Funstruction to even up the score, I guess. And plus he promotes Funstruction because the Brothers of Funstruction, because they are part of Juggalo Championship Wrestling. And their music is Violent J. So yeah, but with the ICP brothers, well, they're not really brothers, but anyway, they're close enough to brothers. Them being in the wrestling business, being part of the oddities, with Kurgan, my favorite, Luna Vachon. So I was definitely okay with my daughter being named Luna. But you got Luna Vachon, you got Kurgan, you got Golga, which Golga was Earthquake or Typhoon? one of them guys played Golgo with the mask. It's either Typhoon or Earthquake. It was one of the two guys. I think it was Typhoon. I'm leaning towards Typhoon. Typhoon played Golgo, which I kind of liked it better. I liked him better as Golgo. He had a mask. He carried around the Cartman doll. Yeah. But anyway, so, or I could be wrong, and it's the other guy. But anyway,
Talking about moments that made us iconic moments in wrestling history. I didn't actually watch it, but I've watched it now as an adult. When Alundra Blaze
threw the title
took
on
the
the
women's
belt
championship and threw it in the fucking trash can.
on WCW Nitro, right?
That fucking shit.
That was wild. Yeah. But what about the moment when Scott and Kevin went over as outsiders? Like, they were still working with WWE
Yeah, that's what
type shit, but they were really actually WCW.
That's what I'm talking about. Like the wrestling,
was-
that business, like that part of the whole NWO formation,
Coaching
all of
talent.
that.
But you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to
Nash.
coach talent.
Nash, Hall, Hogan, like that was my defining moment as a child, and like what I loved about professional wrestling.
Yeah, I
Like,
think so too with me too. Because then you had Sting and being the Crow.
Yeah.
Even though I was already a Sting mark, I was born a Sting mark. Okay, I love Surfer Sting, dude. I think the first figure I owned of him was a Surfer Sting.
Yeah.
Because I love Sting. Like I love
And Macho
everything
Man
about him.
Randy Savage, man.
Oh yeah, brother! Snip to Slim Jim.
Jim.
Go out and get you a Slim Jim today in memory of Randy Savage. Not to have any joke behind that, but go get you a Slim Jim in memory of Slim Jim. And say, oh yeah.
And
after
listen
you
to
snap
our
it
10
it.
bell salute while you eat your Slim Jim.
Yeah. Hopefully you're eating Slim Jims right now listening to the show. But, or smoking, because you're definitely smoking, hopefully, because it's the high ass fuck podcast.
You got munchies for sure. Eat you some Slim Jims.
Eat you some Slim Jims. Watch some wrestling, I think. I think that's what it's called.
Wrestling?
Wrestling?
Wrestling.
Is that what we're talking about? Wrestling?
Wrestling.
All right, go get you some wrestling DVDs, some VHS.
Ted Turner.
Ted
Wrestling.
Turner. Wrestling. Dude, I've been smoking, I guess, so much that I totally forgot I had this, and then I packed that.
This is the Highest Fuck Podcast.
Podcast.
With you, boys.
We in your booty hole right now.
All
I mean,
up
your
in
ear hole. Not your booty
All
hole.
up
Sorry.
in your ear hole.
Sorry, folks.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell.
Got people excited for no reason.
Find us on social media, probably the X. Not Twitter anymore. The artist formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, X. High F Pod. At High F Pod.
Yeah.
At Wrestling Matt 12. Yep. Check us. Dog. Anyway, and go Facebook.
On
And
the
go look at
Wrestling
Wrestling Matt. It's got the
group
same logo
on
as here.
Facebook.
Fucking 500 and some people. We need to get that shit 600, 7, 8. I want to be up in there where I got like 1,000. Let's go. Let's grow that number. Share the shit. Share, like.
We're all
subscribe,
about organic growth.
organic growth. But we want
Hit.
y'all to organically share
Share it. If
Just
you're
share
a
it.
fan, share it.
We're fans, share it. If you know other people that you might be interested in
If
listening
you
to us,
just happen to come across our show and you think one of your friends is a friend, one of your friends is a fan, not one of your fans is a friend, but one of your friends is a fan of professional wrestling, share their video or share our video with them.
And you know what? Go in there, and if you like stuff like this, go and give everybody support that does this. You know? But come back to us, baby. Come back to us, okay? So, yeah. You can
Check out Jim Cornette.
Go check out Jim Cornette. Check out fucking Disco Inferno and Conan's show. Go check out fucking, Pittsburgh Pile Driver podcast.
Pittsburgh
I give them a like and a view, you know what I'm saying? Like, I view their stuff somewhat, when I got time, I'll listen to a little bit of it. But anyway, They got an intro now, like a whole like TV intro now. It's like showing pictures of each person in the pod, you know, and they go into a podcast like we do with a picture. You know, they came after us, but it's really neat. It's other people out
We
there.
could take headshots.
Then there is
To throw in our video.
the voice of the African Americans too, because of the guy that has his show that I know about. That's on YouTube, and he literally goes on there and said in the one podcast he said, "This I'm trying to give the and he the African American word that different look on wrestling, the outlook on wrestling and how it's different and all this other stuff." And I was like, that's neat. That's a neat idea. But yeah, so it definitely go out there and support other guys, other people doing it. You got a Busted Up podcast. You've got all kinds of different ones that are out there.
There's so many wrestling podcasts.
Check out them, man. Check out some Jim Cornette if you like someone bitching all the time. It's really nice. It's really a nice listen, you know. No, it really is. It's really, I love it. It's really good for me to listen to Jim Cornette's voice talk about wrestling. It's really good. And you know what? Growing up, I never ever thought that I would love Jim Cornette this fucking much. Okay? It's fucking weird in a way. It's fucking weird. But I'm over it being weird. But it is weird. But I'm over it. I used to hate this motherfucker. Come out there with a tennis racket, hitting my dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's annoying as fuck back then. I don't know. As a kid, I just didn't like him. And as a grown man, I fucking love him.
Well, as a grown man, you understand his shit.
I'm way better.
You understand the stick.
I know. Okay, so I might have not liked them as like on TVs and stuff, but I did in a way because, he, in a way, he made me react. So obviously he was doing something right. So, but yeah, him talking is a whole different perspective. Is a whole different thing than him being, in wrestling and hitting people with the tennis racket and being mama's boy and all this other shit and just all this other bullshit that like he did that I didn't like as a kid. As a grown man, I look back on him like he was actually really good, and I knew he was, but I don't know. The way he talks about wrestling, his reality on it, his, whatever. I just love it. I think he's the closest person to knowing, like, that's the person that knows what he's talking about when it comes to wrestling. Like, he's
been in the business for 40 years.
Yeah, he's...
Or more.
Like, legit the guy that I want only his opinion. And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be fine with it. Because he's the only thing I listen to. So y'all might have someone you just constantly listen to that you have to listen to. But always come back. We'd love to have you. At Motel 8. We leave the light on.
Oh, man. Moments that defined us in professional wrestling.
The Hardy Boys fighting each other. At WrestleMania 25.
WrestleMania 25. That's a good segue.
When they use a shop vac as a weapon.
That's a good segue into my favorite WrestleMania of all time. WrestleMania 25.
Oh, really?
Between that and
That's one of mine,
26.
too.
25 and 26 are like my two favorite of all time.
25 is one of my favorites, too.
I mean, you've got Shawn
That was
Michaels.
later because...
Shawn Michaels, who is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. You've got Undertaker, who
Yeah.
are one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. In two of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history. Like, they were amazing matches.
You saw both of them on?
Not a lot. I mean, like, on pay-per-view, yeah.
Oh, on TV.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You went to the Triple H and Undertaker.
I went to Triple H's Undertaker's first match, and that was dope, too. But
I would have loved to win at 25.
that would have been awesome.
I was watching with a bunch of people, and that was the same year Rey Mysterio quickly beat JBL for the Intercontinental Strap title. I believe.
I mean,
yeah,
it was
'cause he came in there and he
I was gonna say it was a 619 and a West Coast pop, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's something really quick.
I feel like he just kicked him, drop kicked him. He hit the rope. 619 West Coast pop.
Crazy
Done.
part.
Won the title. Like,
Crazy part is he was the Joker, and that was like one of his coolest outfits, and he had that quick of a match with it. So, well, at least he got a figure out of it. Probably got a figure.
and he
out of it.
squashed the shit out of
I
JBL.
know JBL was huge compared to him.
Yeah.
Like, and size doesn't matter in wrestling at all. It's that 3 seconds. You got 3 seconds. So in 3 seconds is not a long time at all. It's pitiful time. That's not a lot of time. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So you catch somebody the wrong way, boom, or the right way. I mean, bam. You
Oh, fucking Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, Eddie Guerrero and Edge on SmackDown.
Eddie Guerrero.
Ladder match.
Well, I'm just thinking about the night that Eddie Guerrero
Custody of
untied
dominant.
his shoe
Oh.
and fucking ripped out of it. And I think he was fighting. Was he fighting Brock Lesnar that night? It was a pay-per-view. It was one of his latch eat steel tricks. He fucking untied his boot and then
Brock and Eddie was it was a good match. It was wild. It was good. But how did Eddie beat Brock? I know how he beat him. I watched it, but I saw it live on the TV.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was like, what the fuck? Excitement. I was like crazy. Like, what? And the same night, Eddie and Chris Benoit win the world titles. Best friends. Forever. They've been best friends forever. Ever since they were masked wrestlers back in whatever company it was.
If you believe in an afterlife, they're probably still best
New
friends.
Japan. New Japan. What?
If you believe in an afterlife, they're probably still best friends.
Yeah, man. Probably hanging out somewhere, like wherever, we go. This portal of souls. They're probably hanging out or something, hopefully. They were the bestest friends, man. That's what destroyed Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Destroyed him, man. Lost his only friend, really. Not his only friend, but the only friend he trusted and cared about. Like
Eddie and Chavo.
And they loved each other.
Those
like
matches, man.
Oh, yeah, Chavo. The whole WCW thing with Chavo.
Latino Heat.
And he was like a bitch.
And Chavito Heat.
Chavito. Yeah, I like that. Oh, he even did that white gimmick.
What?
Where he was a golfer.
Oh.
Remember that white gimmick? He was called something. It was a super gimmick. He was like, they made him a white guy. It was weird. That stuff like that's just weird, but I can't remember what his name was. But anyway, that was crazy. Gobbledygooker, dog.
Gobbledygooker.
Busting out that egg, dude. I don't think I saw
Mark
that
Galloway
live.
thought he was going to be a fucking gobbledygooker.
I didn't see that one live.
I still contend that if Mark Galloway...
It was me the whole time, Austin.
If Mark Calloway had been given the gobbledygooker, he still would have made something out of it. I still contend that.
It was Hector Guerrero.
I know, but...
Or it was me all along,
He was
Austin.
already a fucking legend, so
it was me.
Didn't have to
I
get
was
the
the
gobbledygooker
gobbledygooker.
over.
I was gobbledygooker. That was me.
It was you?
Yes, the whole time. Yep. But
I'm sure you were also every masked superstar.
Oh, yeah.
You were Rey Mysterio, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
About this tattoo business. I paint those on. I draw those on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I only have these. These get covered up, like, with other skin color.
Right.
Like, I paint my whole body Mexican.
Yeah.
And then, I draw my tattoos on. I'm Rey Mysterio. I'm Tiger Mask. Ichiban. I'm goddamn Gusto and whatever the hell they do clown name is. I'm Violent J. Yeah. The many faces of masked guys. I guess I don't know who else I am. I'm all kinds of people, man. I'm Thunderfoot. Motherfucking Sing Crowley.
Yeah.
I am Sing Crowley.
Yep.
Go check out Pure Pro Wrestling. Saturdays, they're everywhere. Rocky Mountain, they're everywhere. Just check them out on
They're live
Facebook.
on TV, too.
They're live on TV. They got TV time now in Martinsville.
Mm-hmm.
Let me talk to you. Sing Crowley on the TV now. We got our Sing Crowley on the TV. That's all we needed. Next thing we need to do is get our MTV back. And if we can get our MTV back the right way, then maybe, just maybe, people like Sing Crowley can actually fucking make it. Because we need our MTV back, and we need our friends to make it. We need them to be on the national level. We need them to be on the TV. Right? We need them to be on that TV, on that boob tube. We need our boys Sing Crowley. AEW. AEW need to pick them up. Y'all hashtag that. Sing Crowley for AEW. Anyway. That was some big moments too with Sing Crowley that had happened in front of me eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to work for the man. So that was a moment in wrestling. That was pretty dope.
Their premium live event that we went to at Skate Town when Sin lost the title.
Yeah.
Sad moment for him to lose the title. He doesn't need it, but at least not in PPW promotion. Like, he's had all his laurels that he needs.
Yeah, all the goals are met right there
Yeah.
for him. I think he should get another company.
But that premium live event that they did, the first TV taping I went to, or first TV episode, whatever, that I went to, was fucking dope.
Yeah, they put on some really good shows. Especially they got the TV going. They got they're being recorded for TV. We thought we had competition that night on podcast, and we thought a whole podcast was coming in, and like, I thought I was being underhanded on the podcast thing, for real. Like, I really was tripping. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, are we being... No, we're not. It was cool. It was cool to have, like, that little scare. I was like, damn, we got competition or something? Shit. You know? It was all good, though, people. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. There was just a TV place. So, okay, cool. They're just going to be recording TV. Awesome. We can still do it. Because we had interviews lined up and shit. And we ended up doing those. Those are the Jeff Flowers and Jimmy Love. You can go check that out. It's kind of old, so you have to go look for it. You know, it's up there. Actually, it's in the folder. It's in
our
album.
interviews folder.
Yeah, interview album.
Yeah.
So go to the interview album on this channel and check out the interviews we've had with Zombie Dragon and John Washington and
Slinky.
That was that one right there. The Slinky interview that was a big moment for me. I've been his friend for so long. He's in Germany. You know, we've communicated here and there, whatever. I've created them on the game, whatever. We've had, whatever. It's just dope to get them on that night. And probably one of my favorite ones. Even though we had a language barrier. But it was nice. The Zombie Dragon one, oh my god.
It was a good one.
Oh my god. Our technical difficulties, though, not being able to...
Technical difficulties withstanding that
face.
show, that interview was good.
The video faces.
You were talking about John Washington.
Face.
I want to say
That was a good one.
that was the one where we kept
Ja Cole.
John Washington, Ja Cole, Victor Andrews.
Yeah, Victor Andrews. Yeah.
That one probably was my favorite that we've done.
Oh, as I was talking about him, yes, that one is one of my favorites too. That one was, yeah.
It was just very sentimental, like
Yeah.
a really good fucking interview.
Yeah. And that's not even saying anything about like him being on TV.
No, it was just really fucking good. Like, we talked about the community of professional wrestling.
We talked
He talked
family.
about how important it is. And
We talked
talk family. We talk
We
real
talked something
shit.
a lot of people probably wouldn't want to talk. His
Yeah.
family and their kids and stuff. But this guy, yeah, man. But me and him I've known him for a while now. You know, I've met him, you know, in real life. He used to work for Pure Pro Wrestling or does matches for Pure Pro Wrestling. He's been around. Same thing with Jock Cole. I've known him for a long time too. Me and him are, I guess, friends too. But yeah, those I think are the best ones. I think they're all really good. And the Chuck Singer one,
The Chuck Singer one was really fucking good too, dude.
yeah, that one.
A lot of emotional.
That one went
Stuff.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a good one. So yeah, definitely go to the interviews folder. We've got fucking the ugly duckling himself. Fucking,
Yeah.
you know
The fucking duck pond. We need to get
yeah.
into the duck pond with him.
yeah, we need to
And
do that with all
the ugly
of them.
ducklings. Yeah.
Even if we don't get Colby, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get Colby, but I'm fine with that because all I want is Brian and Killjoy anyway. I want Rob and Brian anyway.
Rob
so,
was dope as fuck.
yeah, and Mikey. So I've met them all before. I'm pretty sure they all remember me. Yeah. So Rob does. He knows me. He's like, you know, you heard that. Y'all heard that. If y'all saw that one, y'all heard that.
The highest
Me
duck
and Rob's known
podcast.
each other for a while. What?
The highest duck podcast.
The highest duck.
Quack,
podcast.
quack,
The
quack.
highest duck pond.
Pondcast.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, and then with Zombie Dragon, I've been friends with him for a while. Like when COVID hit, I was hitting him up. Are you good? You know, like how is it in China? Like Christina Marie, I used to like talk to her too as well. Like just seeing how she was too, and she appreciated it and shit like that. But you know, I was trying to get her on the show. That would have been great. That would actually my ideal first woman or female wrestler to be on the show. That would be an actual first ideal. But I've lost contact with her. She doesn't. She's busy a lot too, probably. So yeah, and she might. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. So check out the interviews. They're
Check out
good.
the interviews.
Fucking goddamn, they're good.
They
Some
are.
of them are really good. Like the Victor Andrews one, Mr. Everything. That was a good one. Jock Cole was a good one.
Yeah.
He was smoking a blunt with us.
Right.
Like he was on the other side of, like he was where he was living, and we're over here in Danville, fucking Virginia. Or right now, Ringo, fucking Virginia, and he's over here smoking a blunt,
Yeah.
and we're smoking. It was just a dope moment.
Yeah.
Dope moments in wrestling, and when you seek out the ones too, the moments that we've had on this show in general with the interviews that we've had. We had a hoot with damn Rob Killjoy. Check
That
that
was
out.
so
That
much
was
fun.
so fucking dude. That was everything I hoped for. For real, man. I was quack quack. Oh man, dude. So, but I love that man. Like that dude. Like the first time I met him, like we just clicked. I guess. I mean through our little bit of social times that we've had, it's been good, So,
Like,
and being remembered is
we could
always good.
sit here and talk for 6 hours
So that's a
about
moment.
our favorite moments in wrestling history.
yeah, I can talk that all day long.
But I think we have sufficiently had a podcast for the night. I think this is.
Well, we had all kinds of good moments,
they
man.
we talked. There's so many good moments.
We had Dusty Rhodes wrestling somebody in the back of a truck with chickens.
Dustin has done that.
Wasn't that Dustin versus Dusty Rhodes?
Did Dustin?
I don't know.
fight
So
Dustin?
Dusty Rhodes fought somebody on the back of a truck with chickens and shit, and it was
I
crazy.
feel like Dustin did that. Maybe it was Dusty, but I don't. Or maybe he just recreated Dusty's
I
back
have
of a
no
truck
clue,
fight.
But they drove down the road and fighting on the back. That's a crazy moment. Shane McMahon buying WCW right underneath
that was
WWE Vince.
wild, dude.
Yeah, that was the moment. Yeah. Oh, fuck, dude. That was so
The car. I mentioned it earlier. The car chase in the Gold Dust and Roddy Piper match.
I didn't even talk about Ministry of fucking Darkness and everything they did for us.
I just said we could sit here and talk for 6 hours.
Midian, before he was Midian, got sliced and stuff. And it was just...
Sacrificing Stephanie on the Undertaker cross. Yeah. Like, oh my God!
Yeah, we missed something, didn't we?
Joey Styles, fucking... I said, oh my God, and it reminded me of Joey Styles, made me think of ECW. Fucking Raven crucifying Sandman.
Oh God, the heat he got.
He got so much heat.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was
real bad.
Like, Scott Levy actually came out as Scott... I mean, he came out as Raven. Like, he was dressed in his ring gear as Raven. But he was like, you guys respected Scott Levy's private time. And I want to apologize for my religious use of iconography that people took badly. And... as a spiritual Christian man, I appreciated that because it was pretty fucked up. Like, even fucking Blue Meanie and Steven Richards, who were friends with Raven at the time, Kurt Angle, like, people, it was pretty fucked up. But at the same time, I understood what he was doing, and I understand that, you know, ECW, like, fucking Kurt Angle said, ECW gives Paul Heyman gave ECW all their creative freedom to do whatever they wanted to do.
And Raven wanted to sacrifice and shit.
That shit happens when you give people
it was a beautiful
always creative freedom. I mean, I know you do, because you don't care.
I was good with it.
Right.
Because it doesn't affect me. I thought it was a cool moment. That was one of my moments. I looked at that and I said, that's what I want to do. I want to crucify motherfuckers. What job is that? Just playing.
Torture.
That was the moment that made me want to be a wrestler. So I can crucify people.
Okay.
Drag them around. Putting people in coffins. That's why I wanted to be a wrestler.
Well,
coffins. I got to throw people off damn Hell in a Cell. Fucking set fucking old men on fire. That was why I wanted to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
Setting people on fire, dude.
Yeah.
Having magical powers. Like The Undertaker and his zombie self.
But, like, when you talk about stuff that defines wrestling, for me, like, that was I watched it as an adult man. I didn't really watch ECW because I didn't know about ECW when I was a kid. But as an adult man...
Man, if your mama saw that ECW on that TV, you'd be beaten.
Like, if she had seen what I saw with that crucifixion of fucking Sandman, I never would have been able to watch wrestling again, even as an adult man. Like, yeah. It was bad. Like, from the religious perspective, it was bad. But I understand people not caring about it with them not, having that same perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just, it's an art form. It's not, like, there have been multiple people crucified on a fucking cross, dude. Multiple people got crucified. It's not just him. So sick of people think it's just him. Like, there's multiple people. Still was being crucified after and before him. Like, it's not.
But they put the fucking, the part that fucked up the whole thing, as far as crucifixion, he put the barbed wire crown on his head like Jesus Christ. Like, that was what was so fucked up about it. Like,
but it was, think about it. You just said it. Barbed wire crown. That's dope. Way better than the crown he had.
It was a crown of thorns, which was basically the same fucking thing. The thorns were like that thick, dude.
I don't know. I do like barbed wire. That spider right there is freaking me out.
That spider is crazy, dude.
It's freaking me out. I want to set it on fire. Because I have a reason why. I'm freaking. He's creepy. I don't like spiders, man. I don't like him, man.
I mean, I could easily catch him in this cup right here and take him further away from your house.
Well,
So we don't have to kill him.
he be fine, I guess. He's already made a fucking web. He's worked really hard on that shit. I got half of it done. So
He's just trying to catch him some food, dude.
yeah, man. So we'll just let his little fat ass stay because
He's
it's ugly
huge,
as
dude.
hell. Ugly as hell. Ugly. Oh, fucking hate a spider, dude. Oh man.
Is it like an actual... Well, no, I wouldn't say it's an actual phobia because you wouldn't be around it if it was an actual phobia.
No, arachnophobia. I have hints of it. Like I freak out with it, but I call it fucking arachnophobia.
Like, but if you legitimately had arachnophobia, you wouldn't be able to be right here, right now. Like,
Are you
that's...
serious? So I might have a
That
hint
level of arachnophobia, though, like, for real, diagnosable arachnophobia, like...
Me sitting here. Well, when I was a kid, I couldn't even stand seeing them in a book. I would freak out.
Right. That's
Yeah,
probably,
I
when
would
you were
jump.
a kid,
Yeah.
you were
It was
more...
worse.
Yeah.
It was worse. But being this close to this, I know that it can't fuck with me. So why would I be freaking out anyway?
Yeah.
I still have the arachnophobia that, because I am fucking terrified of them. I'm completely terrified of them. I've been watching this whole fucking time, dude. So yeah, I would call it.
It's not
arachnophobia.
as severe, though.
It's
like,
not that bad.
Yeah.
But it does make me
It makes you
anxious
uneasy.
or uneasy. So it's definitely that. Do you see how devil it looks? It looks like a fucking evil thing. It's evil. It's fucking evil. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Spiders
don't
are
bother me.
fucking evil. They think goats are, but no, it's spiders.
If it's
Spiders
not-
are evil,
If
dog.
it's not near enough to bite me and it's not going to bite me, I'm not worried about
That
it.
fucker. And I really hate when people post. She was like, "Oh, look at the friend." This person was like, "Oh, look at this friend I found today," and it was a fucking black widow. And then James sending the spider through the messenger.
I have a friend that I fuck with like that. He's
I
hardcore
hate
afraid
that
of
shit.
frogs, and I fuck with him.
I hate it. But see, with his cousin, he sends pictures videos of him killing the spider. Like it's a video of him killing a spider. That's funny. Anyway, so greatest moments in the wrestling community.
I was gonna say not WWE history, but wrestling
Everywhere.
history. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking man. The debut of Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. That debut, that old debut, because
Not
they
Husky
go,
Harris, but
yeah, Bray Wyatt, yeah.
and
So
the Wyatt family.
They
Yeah.
show the video on the screen of them in the house and shit, and then they come out. So it was really cool. That's a moment in time right there. That's a moment you will always remember that shit.
If we're talking about vignettes and promos, then I have to talk about the Three Faces of Folk.
Oh yeah, that moment right there is crazy. Like when I was a kid, I literally got lost in it. I almost thought it was real.
What I think you think you're thinking?
And it was all his gimmicks in one video. And it was it was well done at that time period. And you just, I don't know, you really believed it. Like
I think I am thinking what you think you're thinking.
Yep.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, this may be the darkest day of your life, because Mrs. Foley's baby boy is coming home. Bang, bang! I love Mick Foley. He's probably one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Like, honestly, top 3, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Mick Foley.
Yeah. CM Punk.
You put Bray Wyatt above CM Punk, dude.
CM Punk, Bray Wyatt, and Undertaker. If I have to call it like it is, like that, I guess. But actively wrestling. Actively wrestling.
Active wrestler is my favorite right
Like
now.
3. I don't know. Seth. God. So I like Kenny Omega too.
Active wrestlers right now, my favorite of all time is honestly probably Chris Jericho.
Well, I like Hook too. Dan Housen too, but I don't get to see a lot of him. But actively, like, all the time wrestling and, like, you know.
I like Samoa Joe a lot too. As
That
a
man
performer.
killed MJF.
Yeah.
MJF's one of my favorites too.
I mean, Rey Mysterio has always been one of my. I love a high flyer, so.
Well, see, there's a lot that are just obvious that you like.
Yeah.
You know, so I kind of bypass those and go, okay, those are obvious. Everybody likes Rey Mysterio. Everybody likes, you know, whatever. So whoever it is, Macho Man, fucking Sting, most people like all those. But like, I don't know what I was going with that, but yeah. But or the moment where Shawn Michaels came down off the cord, like when he came in.
Yeah.
That WrestleMania, the entrance and all that shit, that was really dope. That was a moment. Wembley Stadium when they did. Wembley Stadium, because Wembley Stadium's like a big time deal. You know, you do Wembley Stadium, you're doing some big shit. Queen played Wembley Stadium, so yeah, you know it's big. AEW just put it all in out there. That what they did? That what they did?
They did do that.
Biggest moments in AEW. Like, I mean, first we can think about.
I mean, WWE has never done Wembley, so that's probably
No,
the
WWE's
number
done
one.
Wembley.
Have they?
Yeah, they did WrestleMania at Wembley.
Did they?
Yeah. I just was watching it the other night, I believe, or saw it, something like that, or heard about it. I don't know what it was, but no, I was downloading arenas. That's what I was doing, and I got that one, I think. But anyway, yeah.
Top moments in AEW right now. The most recent at All In Wembley. Two things. The Darby Allin and Sting match with the casket match.
Yeah, the casket thing.
And then Jericho's entrance at Wembley with Fozzy playing.
Oh, yeah.
And mimicking fucking... Freddie Mercury with the
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know, that thing.
Also, somebody was dressed in... the Young Bucks were in Freddie Mercury outfits. That was dope. Like I said, you made it, man. You making it. Because, look, these guys pay homage to Queen. Like, plenty of other people have played it. But Queen got the most homage. Played it, you know. That's the good thing about it. Queen got a lot of that. It was good. The outfits are cool. I didn't even notice it while we were watching it, that the Young Bucks were even dressed like Queen. I didn't even think that was Freddie Mercury's outfit. I don't know what the fuck, but I didn't really, I guess, catch it. You know, but damn, I was just thinking about some gear just now that I like. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember now, but it was based off something. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, it was. Oh yeah, Sammy Guevara when he faces Jericho, his attire is based off Jericho outfit that he wore.
Oh, I did see that in a picture.
Blue.
It was the blue tights that he used to wear when he was Lionheart, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
In WCW, maybe? It was a very similar tight to a tight that he used to wear, yeah. I saw the picture of it.
So I don't know if it's his WWE gear that I'm thinking about. Couldn't describe it to you if I tried, but
back when he did the Lion Tamer,
blue
and it
and
was
yellow,
actually like, yeah. I mean, he probably wore it in the WWE too. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. But anyways, he was wearing the gear, and Sammy Guevara lost the match. It was a great match, dude, because Sammy Guevara comes off the top rope in a shooting star press, and then Chris Jericho caught him in a code breaker.
nice.
They recreated Evan Bourne and Randy Orton. That was
Fucking
good
brutal,
shit,
dude.
That was good. Oh my god, that match was so crazy. For Jericho and Sammy.
Codebreaker out of nowhere.
And then Sammy Guevara had like low blowed him after that. And Don Callis came out. And then that's how he joined. Took out Jericho. Because they were just going to have a friendly battle, and at the end they're going to shake hands and be done with it.
Like MJF and Adam Cole.
Yeah. No, not with them. Sammy just, because he's tired of it. He got fed up with being taken advantage of, I guess, or being shitted on or whatnot. But great moment. Great moment. Defined my whole life. Oh, Sammy Guevara. He's good talent. Check him out. Check his channel out. He's got a channel. Just vlog skis. You know, vlog ski. Yeah. Like I said, check out all the podcasts, man. You got the other ones. Fucking Luke Gallows and fucking Carl Anderson's got one. What is it called? Something Chop. Chop Shop.
Chop Shop.
I don't know.
If that's Chop Shop, that's a gimmick steal from OVW. Cash Wheeler. Or not Cash Wheeler. Cash
Flow?
Flow, yeah.
Huh.
Chop Shop.
Yeah, Cash Flow was pretty cool, I guess. Cirque Sister, I'm on. Oh, wait, no.
Crixus. Circus.
Crixus. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, big moments. There's a lot. I mean,
There's so many. Like,
fucking-
again, we could talk all night
yeah, definitely.
about defining wrestling moments. Like, this could go on for ever.
Ever and 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 ever. The Rock. All his moments.
Rock Stone Cold Hogan at the Silver Dome.
Yeah, the Silver Dome. What a moment. Hogan says Silver Dome. And millions of people are just like,
Are you a fucking idiot?
the fuck? We're in the Superdome, dude. Jesus. It's fine. He was smoking with Matt Riddle before he got up there. He was a little high. Or old. The baldness is getting to him.
The blonde.
The blonde is really getting to him. Silver Dome. What about that moment when fucking what's his name? Fuck. God damn it. That big dude fucking fell and went underneath the ring.
Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, he tripped and fell and slid under the ring. I believe that was fixed. I believe he did that on purpose.
Attitude Era WWF DX taking the fight to WCW.
Oh yeah, with
the tank.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was there for that. I was there. I was in that tank. I was one of the masked characters. That was not featured in that part, but I was there. I was in WCW. I was some masked gimmick in WCW.
Oh, you were Rey Mysterio, right?
Or Psychosis. I was La Parker, man.
La Parka.
Yeah, I was him. I was a little chunky then. In Mexico. Just straight up. I was Mexican. I was Sin Cara one time too. No, I am Sin Cara.
I mean, there were a bunch of Sin Caras.
I was Suicide. I played Suicide. That was probably about the believable.
That was probably the best gimmick you ever played, dude.
Yeah, I know. I played Suicide. I'm good. Suicide. They're coming alive. See, I did the music.
Yeah, totally.
That's how we recorded it, and they did some changing to it. I was Suicide, dude. It wasn't Christopher Daniels first. It was me. Or it wasn't Christopher Daniels during that. That was me. It was Christopher Daniels at first, but then when he needed a suicide to come in so people would stop believing that it was Christopher Daniels underneath the mask, you know, I came in, I played suicide from then on.
When did
then
you
they
take
changed
over
my name to
Sin Cara?
Manic.
Was it Mystico
They changed
or
my name to
Hunico
It
or
was definitely not T.J. Perkins at the time of Manic, okay?
were you?
I was Manic.
When were you Sin Cara?
I was Sin Cara back
Were you
one day.
between Mystico and
Well, I was the
somebody-
blue one. The blue Sin Cara. And then I came back as the black one. Yeah, in the black outfit. Sin Cara Negro.
There were so many Sin Caras, dude. There were like 6 different Sin Caras.
Well, and I'm Mystico, which is actually Sin Cara.
Hunico?
Hunico is the second Sin Cara.
I know.
Wait a minute, I was Sin Cara. Damn it. Anyway, I was Kane at one point.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You're 7 foot tall.
Sting quite a few times. I actually was Sting.
You were
one
coasting
time.
the whole time, right?
Yeah, I was coasting one
I
time.
know.
For Halloween.
I was coasting one time.
If we're being real now.
I
We
was
were both
coasting one time.
coasting at
I
Halloween.
was also
probably
red
around
and
the
black
same
Sting,
age too. Probably around the same age.
It might have been the same fucking year. Who knows?
I'm pretty. You know what? I would not put it past it. I wouldn't put it past it. We probably were Sting. We were the same age.
Yeah.
It only makes sense that it was the same time period, same year that we were Sting. It only makes sense. And even if it wasn't, it was probably you probably did it this year and I did it this year. Because I could have been whatever, a pirate or something. Because I know I was a pirate. I was a clown. I love clowns. So I was a clown one time. And I was a pirate. I've been Batman, but that was in my adult days. I was the dude from Mudvayne. I was Gerd, the red guy. I was him. Yeah. That was cool, man. I was him. And Jimmy was...
Dude, I
Rhino.
wish I could find
Jimmy
the
was
fucking
Chad
pictures.
Gray.
I had trip pants and a wife beater and the sleeves, and Dad and I did fucking... It was henna tattoo. So we bought a henna tattoo kit and drew like tattoos on me, and then painted my arm like fucking Jeff Hardy. I was Jeff Hardy for Halloween. That was
Oh,
that was
cool.
the dopest ass costume I've ever fucking done.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jeff's good. I actually painted a child as Jeff. In my best way I could do the face paint. And that's basically what he did. He carried around a title.
At the time, Jeff didn't have. When I did Jeff, he didn't have face paint. Like he was just
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. I don't know. The kid wanted to be Jeff Hardy. So I was like, okay, cool. He's my nephew. He's Michael Nichols' kid. Well, friend, nephew, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. But yeah, being Sting that year was awesome. I fucking loved it. I was Sting for at least a night, you know. I didn't want to take that outfit off, dude. I loved it. I had the bat and everything,
Yeah.
dude. Oh man, plastic bat, but you know,
I
safety
want to say
first.
we took a wiffle ball bat and either spray painted it or duct taped it in black. I can't remember, but
Yeah. Somehow my mom found a black one. And I had that one. Or I already had it because of Sting in the first
I was
place.
gonna say you might have had a prop bat from
Just
Sting
because
in the
of
first
Sting in the
place.
first
Yeah.
place, yeah. I tend to do that shit. But, yeah. I still want to do that whole get a gun rack and put, like a Sting bat and something like that. Like a lightsaber Sting bat. Fucking, yeah. Something cool like that would be cool. Yeah. Or it can hold more than 3, too. Like, but it would be cool to have, like, a lightsaber on a gun rack.
I had a gun rack for a while. It was 4 slots, and I kept it for my downstairs basement, and we used it as a pool cue rack.
Yeah. It was a good idea, man. Good idea. The greatest moments in life, too, is when you use things for other things.
Mm-hmm.
You find other purposes with things. Yeah. Make life purposeful. Life is how you make it. And with the moments that you have, and all these moments,
Yeah, all these.
in the wrestling world is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's insane. It just flows like ocean. Like river, like a waterfall.
Honestly, I never thought I would be surprised again. But watching a 62-year-old man take 2 table bumps and then a bump on a casket, like that.
Yeah. Takes the cake.
Like, Ric Flair, as old as he was and continued to wrestle, I don't think he ever took a fucking table bump.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think he did get. I think he went 3D. I think he got 3D. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got 3D at some point.
Well,
But-
Mae Young got fucking
Powerbombed off the
off
stage.
the stage through tables, dude.
Yeah, by Bubba Ray's big ass.
Yeah.
And a small old woman. Up and down. But she was fine, though, people. She was literally fine from that.
The night that Shane climbed the scaffolding, who was he fighting? Somebody.
Steve Blackman.
Steve Blackman, that's right.
SummerSlam.
And Steve Blackman smacked the shit out of him with that kendo stick, and he just fell.
That was SummerSlam. It was Kane versus Undertaker night. It was on that card. I went and bought. I went and bought that tape from a video store when we had video stores. Like, I legit went and bought that. My stepdad was like,
Oh, all of Shane's.
I got to pick one, and I was like, yo, I want to just buy this.
All of Shane's coast to
wanna rent it.
coast,
I wanna buy
dude.
it. SummerSlam, bro. That year was dope. Oh, it's my favorite SummerSlam.
I had never seen somebody jump across the ring like that.
What, Shane doing it?
Yeah,
And
his
Rob?
fucking
Crazy. Kevin
coast to
Powell.
coast, like just nuts.
Yeah. Crazy Kevin Powell.
And then he came out at Mania this year and fucking
Plus
killed himself.
Yeah. He killed himself. And then Snoop Dogg had to win.
yeah.
Yeah. What a moment. What a moment. Snoop Dogg's first victory. Probably stoned. First person to win a match in WWE stoned. And
The
got away with
doggy
it.
elbow.
Yeah, the doggy elbow. The fuck, dude. It was good though. Hey, you know, it happened. It was fun, and I don't think anybody was really that mad.
Nobody cares because The Miz is not doing anything with his
The
life anymore.
Miz was trying to give, you know, Snoop Dogg the rub. He's trying to start his career. Dude. He's enhancing the Snoop Dogg. You know? Yeah, because Snoop Dogg's going to be at WrestleMania. He's going to be wrestling Roman Reigns.
I mean, he's going to win the title.
He's going to win the title from Roman
And then
Reigns.
he's going to be the head of the table.
Yes. The dog of the table. The only dog in history allowed at the kitchen table. Or is it a kitchen table at this? He'll probably have a kitchen table. Who knows? But, yeah. Great moments. We had a lot of great moments with that. With the bloodline.
Yeah.
We had so many big moments. with
No,
the
I mean,
bloodline.
I will
Bloodline was
talk about, like, as much as Roman is not my favorite person, I have said it before and I'll say it again. He is good at what he does.
Yeah, he is.
And
Praise Jeebus.
the Sammy and Roman bloodline stuff that they did with Sammy
Yeah.
when he hit Roman with the chair,
Yeah, that was a moment right there, dude.
and then their match, like, actually believable. Sammy could win that match, like,
Yes. Praise the Lord, man. I was wanting Sammy to win it. I felt like he could. I felt like it was so believable. That like that could happen. Like I mean, it's wrestling, dude. It's the WWE. Anything is possible. Everything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we've had Doink the Clown, dude. So anything's possible. So anything's gonna happen, dude. Like crazy shit happening. They'll pull something out the ass.
Stone Cold can beat up his boss and not get fired. That's
That's everybody's dream right there.
yeah, really.
But not every boss out there is getting to beat up, you know, because some bosses are cool.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you'll get one that's alright. You never know when, though. Like Vince McMahon's cool.
Vince
Well,
is
can be when he's nice to you.
Vince is
And doesn't fine you for touching him $7,000.
I've said it before about Eric Bischoff,
Mr. Thaddeus.
the creative genius of Eric Bischoff. But Vince McMahon's creative genius too, like everything. Like two of the greatest minds in the world. And then you put Paul Heyman on top of it. The Attitude Era we had no chance not to love professional wrestling during that time period.
Yeah, definitely. I know that for a fact. I was there watching WCW and WWE at the same time, and some ECW sprinkled in. Checking out a little bit of everything. New Japan here and there. Well, the New Japan stuff was so scarce. But I would hear things or see things or something little, but, you know.
Well, like me, my first introduction to
Mainly
Ring
the
of Honor
Japanese
until-
culture came through WCW.
My first introduction to Ring of Honor until recently with AEW was hanging out and like chilling at like Hams, and
Yeah,
between
yeah.
like 10 and midnight it was on TV.
Yeah.
Like, so like even those moments like that wrestling is connected to in my life that I don't even realize.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So you was watching Ring of Honor then, and you know Will Ferrara.
I didn't even know what
Jay
I was
Lethal.
watching, or couldn't really hear it because it was, a muted TV, because it was I was just seeing professional wrestling on TV, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I just check it out every once in a while. Mostly singing karaoke, so I was,
Yeah.
yeah. Not really paying attention, but I would watch it when it was on.
Yeah, we'd go out there with the boys after a wrestling show with the Pure Pro. It'd be on, and Jimmy Lowe would be like, "Oh shit, Ring of Honor!" I'm like, yeah, Ring of Honor comes on TV up here. That's cool. They play it. It's awesome. I miss Hams. You know. Like, I really wish we could do that whole idea of calling it Pam's and just opening up a restaurant called Pam's.
I miss when Hams, for a very brief period of time, they did pay-per-views.
Yeah, I was up there for mostly all of them that they were doing. Like, I was up there for a lot of them. We'd go up there with my pops and his family, and we'd eat a really good meal, and I would drink a couple, whatever, and watch pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Good shit. Quite a few of them. I just can't remember any ones that
I feel
can't
like
remember.
I
know
went
I've
up
seen a
there
Royal Rumble there.
and watched a Mania, and it was fucking packed that night because they were showing Mania, obviously. And I was drinking a beer at the bar. I feel like we could still smoke in restaurants back then, so I might have been smoking and watching fucking WrestleMania on fucking giant projection screen.
Probably the same day that I was there for pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because I was watching them. Yeah, we'd go up there. It was just dope, man. Like, yeah.
Oh, I did Sean for Halloween one year.
You were Shawn Michaels?
And went to Hams for karaoke. And there was this tall motherfucker that used to go to Hams for karaoke. He was like 7 foot tall. So he was dressed up as the Undertaker that year, and I'm pretty sure it was around the same time that Michaels and Undertaker were feuding. So it was pretty dope. Like we little promo back and forth on the microphone as we were doing our fucking right before my song. I got Jeremiah to turn on the microphone, and I cut a promo on Undertaker, and it was fucking dope.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That sounds like that would be a fun moment in a wrestling scenario. You know, like I don't know, like, and I don't know why it made me think about walking across the street with like thousands and thousands of people that are going to the same wrestling show that year at WrestleMania. That's a moment itself, man. Literally.
Yeah.
Walking across the street, like, at the same time. The whole mass of people walking across the street. Oh, man, that's that moment right there. Walking into a building with that many people. Walking out of that building around all these people. Being kind of freaked out. You know, in that claustrophobic kind of... But I wasn't realizing it. But looking back on it, I know I was weird. I was weirded out about it because it was like, anything can happen. Blah, blah, blah. A lot of people. But, dope moment there, too. Met some guys, and they were for Daniels. And I was wearing CM Punk. So it was cool. And they were CM Punk guys. Or they were in CM Punk shirts. No, they were wearing Daniel shirts. No, I was wearing Daniel's shirt. That's right. I was wearing this shirt. They had two different shirts. They had the Yes shirt that just said Yes, big letters, and I had the face one. And so the picture was dope because they're on both sides of me, and both say Yes on each side, and I'm in the middle with the new one. I just bought it there. It was like fucking $30, $40 for that bitch. But bought everybody's shirt though. Got my mom one, got Pop's one, and got the baby at the time my sister was having. Got him, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 2:12 in the morning. But yeah, got him a little Dolph Ziggler outfit. I think it was Austin, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, it was great moments in time in life and all that
great
stuff.
moments in history, like the most amazing moments in history.
And this has
been
a 2-hour high as fuck
podcast with your boys.
Matt
What's your
Jackson.
name? Oh, okay. And my name might be Joe Cool. I don't know.
Matt Yowie Jackson.
Cool.
Jedi Cool. Jedi Cool.
Jedi Cool.
Jedi Cool.
I like that.
Jedi Cool. Or J
And
Cool.
we
Jedi Cool.
are out
Like
like Elvis Presley.